You know the interesting thing about those two chemicals? They are the exact same chemicals released in the brain when you take cocaine. I think that helps us to understand it. That's why Solomon said, I can't understand. The same way you can't find the path of a ship on the sea or the way of an eagle in the is the way a young man becomes unpredictable when he falls in love. Yes. I understand. I've been there. I mean the falling in love part, not the cocaine part. But since they say they're the same, then I understand. When you take cocaine, you feel good. You feel relief from stress. And then you switch on to a frequency that is practically superhuman. People who take cocaine say that when they take it, it sharpens their focus and puts them at a frequency where they're more purposeful and more creative. It's interesting that it's some of the most creative people around town that take drugs just because it takes you to that level. Anyway, that's what happens to you when you fall in love. When those chemicals kick in, and see, that's the thing about emotions. When those chemicals kick in, they shut down the effectiveness of some other parts of the brain, especially the rational part. Good. So, they color life, color everything. The world is a beautiful place. You know, you come out, even though the sun is still the same color, you know, but life takes on a different color for you. It's just beautiful, you know. And sometimes it takes the people who look at you, the people around you, to tell you things are not the way you think. But at that time, anyone who says anything contrary to what you are feeling is an agent of Satan. Fall in love, okay? You know, I was just reading how a man described what happened the day he and his wife kissed for the first time. You know, he proposed, and because they were working in the same place, the chemicals were working. He said they kissed, and that on his way home, the way he was driving, the police stopped him. They had to give him the bread test that they give people who are drunk. He wasn't drunk with alcohol. He said, but I was drunk. I knew I was drunk. He said, it was her love. Now wow. Listen, if you've not been there, you need to experience it. It's awesome. I've been there. I mean, I think back and I remember some of the things I was doing or some of the things I did. I mean, like one day I drove all the way, you know, from outside Lagos, long hours, came in, it was already getting dark, and you know, we met in church, and she was heading one of the units in church, and so I was always wishing, I was working in church, I was always wishing that her department would have a meeting every day. So this particular day, I was driving, and I found a way to convince the people who were in the car with me that we should go by the church. It was evening, it was Saturday evening, it was late, and I was just hoping that she would be there, that's all. Just hoping. And there was going to be service the next day. I would say, how do you explain those things? Anyway, it's the dopamine. Hey, it's the chemicals.